In question 3, all they're testing you on in this question is, do you know how to solve basically a coordinate pair for a system with one solution? So if you recall, in systems of equation, you had 3 types of solutions. So either you had one solution equation, so one solution, or you had infinitely many solutions when it's basically the same line, just different format. So for example, I could have something like, x plus y equals 6, and then I can have 2x plus 2y equals 12. And in essence, these are the same line, right? So that's infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. And then there is the parallel lines. The parallel lines is a null set. This is the one where, yes, they have the same slope, but there is no intersection, so there is no solution. So we refer to this as a null set. And so in this question, what they're giving you is, they're giving you an equation, or a system of equations where you have 1/2 x minus 1/4 y, and this one is equal to 10. You are then given a second line where you have 1/8x minus 1/8y, and this one is equal to 19. So some students will waste time and plug in numbers, which is fine, I guess, but you're going to waste time if you don't solve this quickly. They want to know simply which ordered pair, which x and y solution satisfies the system. So in essence, they're asking you for the solution, one solution, technically. So that's all they're asking you here. So what I would begin to do if I were you, and I believe my first step was simply to multiply the top equation. I decided to cancel out the y values. And so I multiplied this top equation by -1/2. So what resulted was this became -1/4. Let me erase over here, and I'm just going to do this on the side. So this became -1/4 x plus 1/8y, and this was equal to -5. And then I brought down the 1/8 x minus the 1/8 y. Obviously, you could see the y's are going to cancel, equal to 19, because nothing changed on the bottom equation. So yes, this canceled with this, and now you're left with basically 1/4 x, -1/4 x, which we need to build this up by 2, right? Top and bottom. So this actually becomes, I'm going to bring this over here, this becomes -2/8x, and this is equal to -5, right? Because the y canceled. And then just drop down your 1/8 x equal to 19. Notice that this gives you -1/8 x is equal to 14. And if I multiply the entire equation by -8/1, I end up with x is equal to -112. Now, for the sake of the exam, there's only one x, which is -112. That is your solution. That's it. So that's your answer choice A, done. So if you're paranoid like I am, I have to admit, I am the paranoid student. Always have been. Even as old and experienced as I am right now, I will tell you that I always go back and I plug stuff in. So I'll take this bottom equation just to check it out, and I take the 1/8 times -112 minus 1/8y equal to 19. So 1/8 times -112, that gives me -14. is equal to, or I'm sorry, negative 14 minus 1/8. Negative 14 minus 1/8, y is equal to 19. I will add this 14 to both sides of the equation, canceling it out here, leaving me negative 1 over 8y is equal to 33. I will then multiply the entire equation by negative 8 over 1. Notice that this all cancels, leaving you y is equal to negative 264, which does complete our answer, choice A. And so you would have been correct had you just answered A. But again, I'm always paranoid, so I get it if you're the same way. So that's what they're asking you there. Could you approach this differently? Possibly. You could have rearranged these and solved for y, but I don't know if that would have really helped you solve the equation. I think you would have been better off doing it this way. All right. What I do want to point out to you is that if your equation happens to be in infinitely many solutions, your answer is always basically the same thing equal to the same thing. So like 0 equals 0 or 3 equals 3. It makes sense. It is a viable solution. Okay, so if I were to work this out and I got something funny that already was telling me, hey, wait a second, you're going to end up canceling on one side and canceling on the other side, you're going to get something equal to something, they have to match. If it's infinitely many solutions. If it is no solutions, then you get a weird answer like 0 is equal to 12. That's how you'll know that there is a null set or no solution. Or like something like 3 is equal to 17. In what planet, right? It doesn't happen. So that's how you know it's a null set, FYI. You wouldn't get an X and a Y like we did here.